Hello viewers, I'm Azam Ghani, the founder of Metaso IP and executive director of the International Intellectual Property Law Association. In this video, I'll tell you how to define your target audience. If you remember the last video, we entered the marketing series for IP law firms. I also talked about creating marketing strategies for your IP law firm, in which the first step was to define your target audience. Let's understand the factors involved in defining your target audience and why it is crucial in the first place. This is the 7th video in our series of videos where I am sharing the information on how to start and run an IP law firm. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and save the playlist so that you do not miss any video from the series. Before we get started, you can watch our last video by clicking on the link in the description in which we discussed the marketing for an IP law firm. Let's start with the topic. The first question that might come to many professionals that what is actually the target audience? Let's understand that first. The target audience is the set of your potential customers or clients whom you will target for your product or service. There are many factors that can define your target audience. It might be based on their interests or demographic attributes. Now that you know what the target audience is, let's understand why do you need to define your target audience. No matter what stage your firm currently stands, you must be efficient with whatever you're doing. The same applies to the marketing of your business. By efficiency, I mean that you must make sure that all your resources are utilized at the right places. You cannot afford to waste your resources on something that is not relevant to your business. This is what makes it crucial for your firm to define your target audience in the beginning. This way, your marketing efforts will only focus on the right set of people. Your marketing strategies can be better aligned for the set of audiences based on their interest. It does not only save your efforts but also makes marketing more effective as your audience will be better related to your marketing campaigns. Now, let's discuss how to define your target audience. Although we are talking about the people related to the IP law firms and their target audience, there can still be differences between the target audiences for every firm. You cannot just copy the audience of what someone else is targeting for their businesses. However, it's a great idea to learn from them. In this case, as your target audience will also be similar, but you need to understand the difference between similar and the same. Your target audience depends a lot on the services you're providing. Let's take example of Metaso IP here. Metaso IP has services that serve both corporates as well as IP law firms. So the target audience here is other law firms that might need the services that we offer. In that particular case also, we cannot target all the IP law firms out there. The firms that already offer the same services in-house might not need our services. Instead, we have better chances of getting businesses from the small IP law firms who need our assistance to deliver their services. Even some big IP law firms might be interested in outsourcing their work, as a second office in India provides them with a great opportunity due to lower costs compared to some other parts of the world. Now, the same goes when we talk about the corporates. We cannot reach out to any random person in a corporate for business. We need to be sure of who is responsible for the decision making in the intellectual property department of the company. That particular person is our target audience. The same applies to the most other IP law firms like yours too. But still, you should take your time to define your target audience depending on the aspects that you think differentiate your business from others. You can run an analysis on your competitors to see what audience they are targeting and how it is working for them. The best strategy to define your audience is to define your avatars. An avatar is an ideal person whom you want to work with. In our case, we want to work with corporates and law firms, right? So we can define two avatars, and we will define the attributes of both the avatars. Let's assume Michael is our avatar for corporates and Jennifer is our avatar for IP law firms. Now, let's define Michael. Let's say Michael is a 35 years old person who works as an in-house counsel or a CDO in a corporate. So Michael needs support in understanding if every idea they are receiving on a daily basis is patentable or not. Michael needs some help from an IP firm that can do the patentability search for them. Okay, so once the patentability search is good, and Michael further needs help in writing and filing the application. Michael does not work in a big corporate. Big corporates generally have internal teams. So once we target audience, we'll look for Michaels everywhere as it is well-defined ideal client for us. Similarly, for IP law firms, Jennifer gets involved in many patent litigations, wherein she keeps herself busy with the cases and she needs a helping hand in analyzing the validity of the patent so that her case becomes strong in the court. She will need help in invalidating the patent every other week. So, you need lots of Jennifers who can give you the work. So that's how you define your avatars. You need to be as descriptive as possible. Once you define your target audience, you know who you will be your potential clients to start with your marketing. Well, this is your task for this week. Define your target audience and let me know if you have any questions. That's it for this video. In the next video, I'll tell you how to engage with your target audience. Make sure to subscribe as we'll address every aspect of marketing in our coming videos. You can leave your questions in the comment box and I'll make sure that I answer them in the next video. See you next week with a new video. Till then, take care.